Well, listening to the last recording, I just so wanted to love you, Lord. I was reflecting on how nice the room was that I'm living in. It's the upstairs of my friend's house. It's a very nice area. It's green outside, but I'm in the middle of town, not far from the lake. Hamilton Lake, New Zealand. I can see the lake because I'm on the high spot. It's an incredibly expensive area, actually, but my actual accommodation is very modest. A couple of rooms. Its own bathroom, mind you. Lovely views out the window. A bit of the lake in one direction. All of Frankton in the other. You might think Frankton's not a beautiful view, it's just a small part of the urban area. Urban from New Zealand's point of view, it's not urban like New York or something, or London. It's urban relative to New Zealand's countryside. Small town, which they call a city. But that's not the point. What took me was, I'm so pleased to be here. And I've been so pleased to be in, well, at least so many places that you've had me live, houses that I've had, including like the accommodation at the university I had in Towers, one of the rooms. It was just perfect for me. Looked over the campus, I could walk around the lakes, again, lakes. And I had the university. I was fascinated by being at university, studying. Felt like getting a handle on life, and I was, and it wasn't the way I was expecting, of course. I was thinking in terms of knowledge, social science, understanding, philosophy, but I found you. It's because someone gave me a copy of Paramhansa Yogananda's autobiography of a yogi. And I suddenly realized at some point in reading it, over a few months, that I wanted you, Heavenly Father, to exist, and that I hadn't wanted to before. And the change, I don't know if the change made the difference or the change came and made the difference that I wanted you. But I was high, I didn't come down for 10 days, roughly. As if I were not alone. It was a beautiful springtime. The lakes, the campus. This is Colchester, Essex, I'm thinking up there. Back in 1972, I suppose. 71, 72. Must have been the springtime of 72, I think. I actually had a full spiritual awakening. I'd had sort of spiritual awakenings before, but they seem a bit pedestrian compared to that one. And I, well, more or less, carried on with life, but I was changed. My orientation was now towards you, Father, and all that has meant. And marriages and lifestyles come and gone. And I've returned the more to the autobiography. more recently, in the variety of spiritual understanding that I've sought out. Formerly, when I retired, you could say I did philosophy and comparative inner Christian studies. Well, not Christian, particularly religious studies. And sought a spirituality and wow. Well, I've come to where I am now anyway. Which is the increasing primacy of you. That's a posh way of putting it, isn't it? Let me say this a bit more humanly. Loving you more, feeling your presence more, needing less and less from the world, perhaps, and more from just your presence. Your presence is heaven to me. Your presence is heaven to me. Love you, Heavenly Father. Love you, Dad. Just want to be with you. Just want to be with you. Just want to be with you. It's a bit like the astonishing piece of when I realized I was in love with Linda, and I could just sit in a park or on the beach, or when I should have been at college perhaps, but not really. I'd found what I valued, and I was not going to crowd it out with study or anything else. May I experience you, Dad, and I am experiencing you already in this way, in a heavenly way. Well, that was heavenly, my goodness. Can I just say eternal way then? Dearest one, Heavenly Dad, to be with you. And all those, and any of those, that long to love you. And I suppose I'm thinking too, may I be part of that opportunity for all life to be so blessed, always. Thank you.